She said, hola, ¿cómo está? She said, konnichiwa. She said, pardon.
She said konnichiwa.
Yes.
Dámelo. Dámelo.
¿Cómo está? Said, konnichiwa. She said, pardon my friends. I said, bonjour, madame. And she said, say, nothing, no matter I go.
Dropping back our towels.
You speak French?
Just a little bit. Today is Saturday. It's our day off. I don't know, off from vacation. We thought we'd take some time to tell you guys about what we've been doing in the past couple of days when we've done less talking, more walking, or more exploring, more.
But the good loving is sexes. It turns you on when I got you feeling helpless. And I'ma eat you up for dinner, lunch, and breakfast. Bring your friends along.
He just
Morning.
pressed record with his teeth. Good morning.
Yes.
It's Saturday.
We wanted to do a review of everything we did this past couple of days.
Tell you all of this.
Yeah.
Stay on the gas, yes. We can fool around the I'm restless. Hold off the drinks, I'm about to feel it so.
I've written it down.
So
Took
we
notes of what we did.
because we seem not to remember everything.
The days are getting mixed up already.
So on day one we arrived, we went to dinner and then we fall asleep.
That was on Monday.
Yes, after the long flight. The airline we came here with from Paris is Air Caraïbes and French Blue. They are low cost, long haul, I guess they're called, or they want to be called. But they offer in-flight entertainment in movies, and pretty new movies. And the seats were quite comfortable, the food was pretty good, so there's nothing to complain there. They have, I guess, one flight per day here and back. We took a transfer with hotel beds, which were kind of tricky, but I saw that everyone was confused about what bus should they get on, because the guy at the counter is just saying bus 62
Numbers.
without even thinking where we're going.
We almost got in the
But-
wrong bus.
Yeah, we managed to find our bus. If you ask around, it's pretty easy. Yeah,
On
back.
Tuesday we mostly did beach stuff, pool stuff, explored around the resort, found all of these things that he was saying, the bars, the restaurants, the pools, and all of that. I think on Tuesday we also went to the mall. They have a free
Yes.
shuttle to go to a very close by shopping mall, but shopping mall is an over putting it.
Yeah,
It's like 10 shops and international brands, overpriced. But we did find what we were searching for, which was a Dominican SIM.
yes, this would be in the next recommendation. Wi-Fi at the hotel, and I think it's available for any hotel here. Maybe a little bit poor and really overpriced. So I think you're better off finding an Orange or Claro, which are the two internet and mobile providers here, and get yourself a SIM card, a Dominican SIM, and then you get a prepaid plan. For like, we had the 1 giga plan. It was $25 with the SIM included, and we still have internet. So yeah.
That's what we did on Tuesday. On Wednesday it was more or less the same thing. We found out more about the excursions that we can do here, the free stuff that the hotel is offering. I think we met Junior, a guy that was just walking on the beach, and he filled our heads with extra excursions that we can do.
Yeah. You're gonna find a lot of sellers here. Sellers in terms of excursions, in terms of activities. We wanted to do a fun activity besides the tour that we did on Friday, and we chose for the next day, for Thursday, we chose to do a bit of sports water activities. So on Thursday we went with the speedboat, which is a short ride down there where you can spot fishes. I don't remember what fishes.
We did a bit of snorkeling. I don't know what
Yes,
fish.
you can do
Just lots of them.
snorkeling. It's better if you bring your own gear because they have worn out gear.
Yucky.
The speedboats are quite fun. They are not the fastest ones, but still they are good enough.
And a bit old, so don't expect, I don't
Yeah.
know what kind of luxury, at least the ones that we picked, but most of them look like that.
Yeah.
By the way, this was my first time in an all-inclusive, if you can believe it. I was against it at the beginning, but now I'm like, I was just saying yesterday, I think, I've gotten used to not paying at bars, so when I go home, I'll be like, okay, I just can grab my drink and walk away. I don't need to pay for anything.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's been super relaxing, which is what we were aiming for. So I really hope that this is gonna come into an awesome video for you guys to enjoy. And to subscribe to our channel because we're gonna do more of these very soon. But
Friday. We researched a lot on the internet before we arrived because we wanted to see what the real Dominican life looks like, and the only close enough thing that we usually found was Santo Domingo, which is pretty far from Punta Cana. It's like 4 hours of driving or 2 hours, I don't remember exactly, but
I think now with the highway it's 2.5 or
yeah,
something
but
like that.
still, until they pick you and they wake you up at 6 and it's a full day of just walking, it's not, we didn't especially like it. So we looked some more, especially on TripAdvisor, which is a great resource, and that's where I found Punta Cana Mike. He's a Canadian. He came from Canada. I don't remember exactly his story, but we're gonna
Long time ago.
and he started doing 3 tours: Higüey, Boca de Yuma, and
Manchis in
Macau.
That's the one we
Yeah.
chose.
So we talked with him on email. He answers pretty fast. They picked us up at 7:50 a.m. or 8, and they don't have private, or it wasn't a private tour. We were like 16 and it was their biggest group. They usually have 6 to 8 people, so you get a lot of attention. From the moment you leave, we went on the trip with Pat, the Canadian Pat, Punta Cana Pat. He's the tour guide. He's working with Mike.
And he taught us some pretty awesome stuff.
Yep.
It's outside the geography, history lessons, some of which I've already told you in the other vlog, and the palm tree thing. We've also learned that the resorts are actually Disneyland.
Yes.
We didn't know that we were actually coming to Disneyland, but this is how he called it, and I found it very descriptive and good. So what they do in their tour is they take you outside of Disneyland so that you can see the real Punta Cana, the real Dominican life, with their struggles, with everything that's going on here. He told us a lot about how they work, how they get paid, the conflicts between the Dominicans and the Haitians. I'm not sure if
Haitians. Yeah.
Haitians. Because the Dominicans share an island with Haiti.
Yes.
Which is a less developed poor nation who also had what was it?
It was a tsunami, as I remember,
tsunami.
and also an earthquake last year. Basically, Dominican Republic is a Spanish colony, former Spanish colony, and Haiti is a former French colony.
So they hate each other. They never liked each other.
Yeah. You can read all about the history online, so we're not gonna get into the history, the troubled past of the country. But now it's pretty safe. Ice comes from purified water.
Yeah, another thing we learned.
Water comes from purified water.
They actually have a source of purified water which is quite cheap, and also he put it like this somehow. It's not like they're stupid to drink unhealthy water,
Yeah.
since it's cheap enough.
So
So you can have your ice with your cocktails here in Disneyland. It's perfectly fine, and we did, and
Yeah.
nothing happened. So
Most you can see, you can look at the ice, and if it has bubbles, it means it's purified water.
what else did he teach us?
That you can pay in peso and American dollars.
They have very nice money. They're all pink and really bright colors. You should get some.
It's not safe to pay at
Everywhere
with your card, so you better bring cash.
We also brought some $1. They're good to have within the resort, but outside also, to give tips and small attentions to people you run into, people that help you. They really appreciate it, and having ones, it's been really useful. We had like, I don't know, $30. So let's tell them what we did on Friday.
Yeah.
You mentioned that we got picked up in the morning, bright and early, by Pat. And then we went to a couple of other hotels. This is how most of the tours operate. They pick you up and then they go to several other hotels to pick up the other guests, the other people. And then from there, he told us a lot about history, blah blah blah. And we went to the school, I
Yes.
think. That was our
That
first
was
stop.
first stop. He told us about the neighborhood the school was in, and we went through the neighborhood. It's the poorest neighborhood, I guess, here
Yeah, and
in
he
Bavaro
said
and Punta
that
Cana area.
it's one of those neighborhoods that has a bad reputation, and he kept saying that if we were to tell someone living here that we went to El Hoyo, they'd like be super amazed. No tourist goes there, and it's seen as a not safe neighborhood with poor people, with a lot of illegal people living in the country. But it was quite safe. I mean, we didn't feel threatened. There were a couple of strange looking faces, but as he very well put it, if you're gonna wear a t-shirt saying "mug me," or if you're gonna wear a lot of gold on you, of course they're gonna mess with you. But nothing happened, and we just crossed it. It was very interesting. We took a couple of photos there. Interesting. And from there we went to this private school.
Yeah,
that they held
most of the
house.
schools here are private because of the poor education system, and they get all sorts of sponsorships, right, from
Yeah.
different organizations. It's not completely free for the kids, but it's really cheap to get them there.
But what's expensive is the school supplies. We actually
Yes.
didn't know about this. We didn't want to bring something to the children, and we brought them with this huge puzzle. But if you were to come and visit a school, there are other tourists visiting schools. It's good that you bring school supplies like pencils, notepads. Anything is really appreciated because it's super expensive here. They have a lot of
Dinner,
snacks.
lunch, and breakfast. Bring your friends along, cause they are on the guest list. We can fool around I'm breathless. Hold off the drinks, I'm about to feeling selfless. She's telling me this, she's telling me that. You said you take me with you and you never go back. Now I got a lesson that I wanna teach. I'ma